Hi, our question today is to find the circle's center and radius given the following equation of x plus 1 all squared plus y plus 2 all squared, and that equals 25. We know the basic equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared, and that equals 1. That is if your center is at the 0, 0, and your radius is 1. So we're going to draw a circle with a radius of 1 and put it at the center so you can visualize what a basic circle would look like. So this is your basic circle. So see, my center is at 0, 0 right here, and I have a radius of 1. Now what happens is sometimes it's not located at the center, and of course radius a lot of times is not 1. So in this equation, first we need to find out where the center is at. That means how much it's been moved around on the grid. And then what is the radius? It's pretty simple using this equation. We've got x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared, and that equals your radius squared. So the way we can pull the center from these equations is to notice that this is the value that it's been moved. Okay, so this is your x value that goes with x. H goes with x, so that tells you where the center is, how much it's been moved on the x-axis. And the key here is when you're pulling the center, we're looking for the h value and the k value. But in the equation, the h and the k are both negative. So if I need to pull the h and the k value, that means I need to pay attention to this symbol here in my equation. If it's actually made to be positive, that means my h value must have been negative to begin with. So I need to make sure that I pull that sign with it as I go. So you can see here in my equation, the x plus 1, I had to pull for the h value a negative 1. Because in my equation it's negative, and in order for that to have become positive as it is, it would have had to look like this. Would have had to be a minus, another minus or negative, in order to create that positive 1 value that I'm seeing up in my equation that has already been simplified. So you just want to be aware of that and don't let that trick you up. We're not just pulling the numbers. We are also paying attention to the symbol that's in front of them to make sure we get the right number and the right value. So for this one, the h value is a negative 1, and I need to pull my k value out of the equation. So I'm going to pull this one, and I need to be aware that it's made positive. So originally it must have been a negative to be simplified in that way. So my center now I can tell is at negative 1, a negative 2. And now all I'm left with is to find the radius. So my radius here squared was 25. So radius squared for this equation has become 25. And to draw my circle, I'm going to need the actual radius. So I'm going to take the square root of 25. So I'm going to square both sides. And hopefully you have that one memorized. 25, the square root of 25 is 5. Right, so now I know that my center is located at negative 1, negative 2. I'm going to come over here and plot that for us so we don't forget. Here's my center of my new circle. My circle, I'm trying to figure out what it looks like. So my center is at negative 1, negative 2. The radius of that is going to be 5. So that's going to put me all the way to the end. My grid over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And then it's going to put me off the grid. We're going to estimate it to be about here. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the circle that we originally had at center of 0, 0. I'm going to take that one and move it onto my center, a new center, which we drew in here. Right? So it's no longer got a radius of 1, but instead 5. So I'm just going to stretch this circle out to meet new dimensions here. Right, and there we go. That's my new circle with the equation I was given, x plus 1 all squared plus y plus 2 all squared, and that equals 25. So that's what it would look like if you graphed it on a grid. If you have any questions, just leave comments or some instruction below. Thank you.